Alright, so I'm here with a rant on the Usos. I believe somebody requested me to do this video, but I was probably going to do it anyway. The Usos, I mean, one of the top tag teams, I guess, as in like the WWE ranks go. I mean, there's a tag champ, so obviously they're the, you know, number one tag team. That doesn't necessarily mean they're the number one tag team, but, they are like, just because Bryan's champion or somebody else is champion, like Cena's always the number one guy. But I mean, the Usos are probably the highest ranked tag team in WWE if you go by the WWE rankings. Are they the best? Fuck no. Hell to the no. They are not the best tag team. I mean, when they first started, I mean, they had some, they were decent. I mean, they were wrestling good matches. They had some nice moves, but they just didn't create any more moves. I mean, I've said this like a thousand times. Their moves are super kicks, dives. Oh, and I forgot a couple moves. Whatever the fuck that move is with the fucking punch. They flap their hands all over the place and they punch the guy. It's like more of like a uppercut. I don't fucking know. And then the one cool move I do enjoy, my favorite move of theirs, is that corkscrew like backflip almost. That's a cool move, people. Oh, and also they do some dives too. We're going Uso crazy, people. Uso crazy, yeah. Nobody even likes fucking the Usos anymore. Uso crazy. What the fuck does that even mean? We're going Uso. I mean, who came up with that word, Uso crazy? It doesn't even sound good. I mean, just sounds retarded, but yeah, that's basically the Usos right there. And then they create no moves really. I mean, no unique moves. I mean, and they have the ass bump, whatever, in the corner. I mean, that's it. I mean, they have what, 6, 7, 8 moves. And then they do nothing else. I mean, that's all they do. I mean, they do like 1,000 super kicks. It's like, guys, how long can how many times could the Usos do a super kick and you guys still cheer for them? I mean, it's the same fucking shit every fucking match. Super kick, super kick, super kick, and then the fucking punch, and then the fucking Uso crazy. We're going Uso crazy, people. Oh no, we're going Uso crazy. And then if the wrestling, I mean, the wrestling is getting shittier every week because it's the same fucking shit. And then with the promos the promos are just god off. They are horrible promos, people. I mean, their promos are just fucking annoying. And I'm not saying it's the Usos' fault. I mean, this gimmick they have, like, they do the fucking dance before. The fucking dance is retarded. It's unnecessary. It doesn't need to be there. If they want to do it, I think I might have said this like a long time ago. If you want to do it once, just as something new or something cool, and it looks like a legit dance. Like, it's not like, something made up. It looks like this is like legit, like a Samoan thing. So if you want to do it once, to just do something unique, fine. It's all right. Do it. But every fucking week doing the fucking dance, I mean, it just looks retarded, people. And also another thing, you can't tell them apart. I mean, you can't tell who's a better wrestler because they look exactly the fucking same. I mean, if you're a tag team in WWE, you should be able to tell each other apart. You should have some kind of thing to tell the persons apart. But you can't because they look exactly the same. I mean, same tattoos, same everything, same fucking outfit. You can't tell them apart. Like every other tag team, like the Bellas, you could easily tell them apart. Nikki had the bigger tits. I mean, come on. But I mean, they're just fucking boring. I mean, and people are getting tired of them. I'm glad. I was ranting on them. I've been ranting on them for a while. And I see people like praising them, saying they're the greatest ever. And then there's people saying like the tag team division's like great or anything. Just because they have a ton of fucking tag teams doesn't mean the tag division's great. They had the Shield. The tag division is pretty good. You had the Shield, Wyatt's, Evolution was put on some good matches with the Shield. Even the Usos put on some good matches. But I mean, the tag division, I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, it was decent, I guess. You know, I mean, it's decent now, maybe. I mean, now it's like deteriorating. Now, I mean, you got the Wyatts and the Usos fighting each other like every fucking week. I mean, it's getting boring and repetitive. You know, you at least you had the Shield. You know, the Shield. You had some variety. You had 4 or 5 tag teams. You had Goldust and Cody Rhodes. You know, but now it's not that many. I mean, before it was pretty good. I mean, it was decent, but now it's just getting more shitty because you don't have as many now. I mean, more is good, but you gotta have quality too. And the Usos aren't quality people. The Usos are. They're not horrible. I wouldn't call them horrible, but they're close to horrible. They're not far away from being horrible. They are. If I had to rate them out of 10 stars, I would probably get like 2.5, 2. They are pretty shitty actually. I mean, they're not the worst ever, but they're close. That's what I'm trying to say, people. I mean, their promos are just horrible. Like, they're so annoying. If you watch they do like these one minute backstage promos every once in a while, and I don't even know what they're fucking talking about. Like, I think I watched one on SmackDown, and they're just rambling on. I mean, I tried to review it in my SmackDown review of the backstage promo, but I couldn't. I'm like, guys, I don't know what the fuck he even said. I don't get it. He's talking about random shit. And I don't know. I just don't fucking know. I cannot comprehend this man's promo. And you should be able to comprehend somebody's fucking promo. I couldn't comprehend it. I don't know. It's not because I wasn't paying attention. It was dumb. I just couldn't, It's ridiculous. And their promos are so dorky. They're so fucking dorky. I mean, they look like fucking... I mean, it reminds me of like a kid's show. Like something you might see on a fucking cartoon or something like that. I mean, they're just so PG and so so childish. They act like fucking children. And so do most of the fucking people in WWE. They act like children because the product is geared towards children. I mean, they act like fucking, retards. I mean, it's really an insult to adults when you got adults out there, acting like retards and doing like weird chants and shit, and it's like, holy shit, what is going on? The Usos are fucking idiots. I mean, yeah, the Usos are, and they're still tag champs. How are they still tag team champions? I mean, why aren't the Wyatts tag champions? Why didn't the Real Americans get tagged? That's something I still don't understand. Why didn't the Real Americans get a run at the gold? Why didn't they get a chance to be tag champions? I mean, they were 10 times better than the fucking Usos. They were 10 times more over. Maybe not, but they were over too. I mean, everybody, when they said, "Oh, put your hand over your heart," everybody would fucking say "We the people." And I would stand in my house like a fucking retard and say "We the people" too. But they never got the fucking belts. I mean, that's just how WWE works. If you have talent and you're over, you don't get the belts, or you don't get a chance usually. Like the Wyatts. They're over as fuck. Everybody's holding up their phones. I'm even doing it at my fucking house, like a fucking tard too. Like, I don't even know why. But like, when they come out, I hold up my phone. I put on my fucking flashlight. I look like a fucking retard, but I don't give a shit. I feel like Vince McMahon's watching me somehow. I don't fucking know. I just do it because I like to. I feel like a boss. But I do it, I'm cheering for the Wyatts. I'm praising them. Everybody's liking them. It looks like they're going to get, a chance here. It looks like they're going to get it, fine. Bray Wyatt jobbed out to Cena. Bray Wyatt didn't win Money in the Bank. Didn't win the title. Didn't win the briefcase. Didn't win anything. But at least we're going to get the Wyatts as tag champs. At least we're going to get, I'm going into Money in the Bank saying, okay, no way the Usos are walking out tag champs. And they do. Oh my God. Like, why? Why are they walking? Why are they still champ? Why aren't the Wyatts tag team champions when they're over as fuck? They're more over than the Usos right now, probably. I mean, the Usos are getting old, people. Like, I don't think anybody really likes them anymore except children and maybe a few adults. Yeah, I can tell. Like, they're getting stale. They're getting old, and they've been old. But people are finally waking up to the fucking shitty Usos and realizing that they are shitty. So, there's my rant on the Usos, people. I mean, they suck. They're not good. They're not entertaining, and they're boring. Boring as fuck. So there you go, people. Usos suck. Hopefully they will lose those fucking belts because they don't fucking deserve them. So there you go, people.